Hey guys, it's Ross Scott, and on Space Catch today we now have a lineup of the TIE Fighter, Striker and Interceptor. So let's check them out in Encyclopedia of Starfighters. Here we see the spread for the TIE Striker and a very quite attractive TIE Reaper as well, which is the one that deploys the Death Troopers onto the beach at Scarif. I've not seen that as a vehicle. Now, the TIE Striker is an atmospheric fighter. It can also go in space, of course. CNR fleet systems as always. 1,500 kilometers an hour, I assume that is in an atmosphere. 17 meters long, no hyperdrive on this one. 4 laser cannons, 2 heavy laser cannons, and a proton bomb chute. Now, the TIE Striker has a more aerodynamic design than the standard TIE Fighter. As you can see, it has the movable panels, as it is specifically created to operate within a planet's atmosphere. This makes it ideal for running patrol missions over planetary installations. TIE Strikers are a common sight in the skies of worlds controlled by Imperials, because we wondered, is this a rare thing? Is it just like a project that's on Scarif? No, it was on many planets, just not on the ones that we saw in the original trilogy. Now, when rebels attack the Imperial installation at Scarif, TIE Strikers are scrambled to serve as defence. And you see that here. There is one, there is the tower. Very, very nice. And here you see them in formation with a TIE Reaper. They serve as its escort. Yes, in addition to acting as patrol and defence ships, Strikers are often used as escort vehicles. They protect more vulnerable troop transports, such as the TIE Reaper, although it looks quite heavily armed, doesn't it? Quite a thick shell, hull. Now, the TIE Striker features a more spacious cockpit than the TIE Fighter. There is enough room for an optional gunner station to be installed, and its wings can angle downwards to add extra protection to the cockpit, as we can see here. Obviously, it can also go up like so. But yes, very nice. The mount can change the angle of the wings. The laser cannons, it's this. Bring that a little bit closer. This here, you see the 2 dots there. And the largest central pod, as we've discussed previously, compared to, say, the TIE Fighter, which is much smaller, and of course the TIE Interceptor. So that is the TIE Striker. Now let's have a look at the others. Right. The standard TIE Fighter, the twin ion engine. 1,200 kilometers an hour it goes. It's 7.2 meters long, no hyperdrive as we know, and it has 2 lasers. The roar of a TIE Fighter engine inspires fear throughout the Empire. Produced in vast numbers, including on Lothal, these short-range combat craft police the skies of Imperial worlds and defend capital spaceships in fast-moving squadrons. Their twin ion engines are fast and light and are powered by solar collectors, which is basically the panels. The Swarm. The preferred strategy of TIE squadrons is to swarm enemies with a mass of ships, and we've seen that so many times in Star Wars. Just a whole blizzard of them, especially in Return of the Jedi at the Battle of Endor when the Falcon's flying through them all. It overwhelms the opposition with numbers rather than firepower. No frills. Unlike most other combat ships, the TIE Fighter is not equipped with shields. It has life support features, but pilots also wear flight suits to breathe and guard against the decompression. And there we see the one that they steal in Rebels, that Sabine paints. I'll bring it there. Gives it that quite attractive paint job. Yes. Now, the TIE Interceptor that we see here looks great. I wish I had a TIE Bomber, because other than these 3, the TIE Bomber would have been very common in the Empire. Now, 850 kilometers an hour, 9.2 meters long. It has no hyperdrive again. It's got 2 laser cannons, concussion missiles, orbital mines, and proton bombs. Bigger and less manoeuvrable than a standard TIE Fighter. Sorry, why am I reading the TIE Bomber? Well, why don't we? The bomber is built for surface assaults rather than fighter-to-fighter combat. Its secondary hull is giving entirely over to mission-specific weaponry, which can be targeted with pinpoint precision. And we obviously, here we see them, the asteroid field on Hoth, and this is in Rebels where they're bombing Ryloth. But the TIE Interceptor, seeing our fleet systems again, 1,250 kilometres an hour it goes, 9.6 metres long, no hyperdrive, but 4 laser cannons. I don't think it has shields either. Faster and more agile than the standard TIE Fighter, the Interceptor is introduced as a response to the growing rebel threat, because the X-Wings, you know, they're so much, so far advanced over the TIE Fighter that TIE Fighters are no competition to them. Its main function is to destroy rebel starfighters, which it achieves with rarely matched accuracy. It eventually makes up 1/5 of the Imperial Navy's starfighter fleet. And it has TIE Interceptors patrolling the area around the partially constructed second Death Star, which you see there. And you also see them here. That is from Rebels. An Arquitans class command cruiser deploys several TIE Interceptors to attack a Rebel transport carrying supplies. Now, ace pilots only need to apply for the Interceptor. They are flown by the most experienced Imperial pilots. They use an advanced targeting system superior to that of the standard TIE Fighter. It is linked to the vessel's wingtip laser cannons. And obviously, it is the design that heavily influences the TIE Silencer in due course. But yes, very nice to see the 3 of them together. There, we see the shields, and this one also. So this is like half an Interceptor almost, isn't it, when you see these 2 together. Yes, very, very nice. I'm very happy with my TIE Fighter fleet of all the different types and iterations. I thought it'd be good just to see the 3 of them together and to go through some of the canonical material from Starfighters. So yes, hopefully in due course I'll get Vader's X-Wing. I'll somehow find a TIE Bomber and some of those other variants like the Mining Guild one, the TIE Defender, what have you. No doubt they will turn up in due course. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.